My name is Jenna, and all I wanted was a simple birthday celebration at home. Nothing fancy, just a tiny cake, soft music, and a few close friends. We laughed, talked, and enjoyed the evening. The music was low enough that we could still hear each other perfectly. But in my house, peace never lasts long. My sister, Lily, came out of her room, acting like she was the queen of everything. She crossed her arms, rolled her eyes, and said loudly, "Turn off this music. It's annoying me." Everyone at the table went silent. I tried to stay calm. "Lily, it's my birthday," I said. "We're not even loud." But she didn't care. She wanted attention. She shouted, and she's doing it again. She's ruining everything. And just like always, my parents rushed in without asking what happened. My mom glared at me. "Why can't you respect your sister? Turn the music off right now." My dad pointed at me like I was a stranger in his house. "Apologize to Lily. You always cause drama." My friends looked uncomfortable. I felt embarrassed, but I stood my ground. "I'm not apologizing for celebrating my own birthday," I said quietly. That's all it took. My dad's voice exploded. "Fine, if you don't like it, then get out of my house." My mom pushed my arm toward the door. "Leave, we don't need this." Lily smirked behind them, enjoying every moment. My throat felt tight, but I didn't cry. I didn't argue. I didn't plead. I simply walked to my room, took my phone and wallet, and walked out the front door. My cake was still on the table. The candles hadn't been blown out. My birthday wasn't even over, but they kicked me out anyway. Completely unaware that I was the one paying every bill in that house. As the door closed behind me, I felt something different. Not fear, not sadness, just freedom, for the first time in my life. When I stepped outside, the cold air hit my face, but it felt fresher than the air inside the house. My friends gathered around me, shocked and unsure what to say. My best friend Alyssa asked softly, "Jen, are you okay?" I forced a small smile. "I will be." They offered to let me stay with them, but something inside me said I needed space. I needed silence. I needed to think. "Thank you," I told them, "but I'll figure it out tonight." They hugged me and left one by one. For the first time in a long time, I stood alone. No shouting, no blame, no pressure, just me. I walked down the street and found a cheap guest house a few blocks away. The room was small and old, but it was mine for the night. No sister complaining, no parents yelling, no orders, no insults, just stillness. I sat on the bed and checked my phone. It was blowing up. 20 missed calls, 15 messages, 3 voice notes. All from my parents and Lily. The first messages were furious. "You embarrassed us. Grow up and stop acting like a victim." Then came guilt. "Why did you leave? You ruined the night." Then came panic. "Did you pay the electricity bill? Why is the internet not working? The landlord is calling." I stared at the screen and almost chuckled. They didn't miss me. They missed the comfort I provided. I put my phone down, closed my eyes, and took a deep breath. For the first time ever, it felt like my life finally belonged to me. Not to their moods, not to their rules, and not to their disrespect. Before sleeping, I whispered to myself, if leaving was the punishment, then maybe I was punished with freedom. I woke up early the next morning in the tiny guest house room. My back hurt a little from the hard mattress, but my mind felt lighter than it had in years. No yelling, no demands, no negativity. My phone was dead, so I plugged it in and went downstairs for a small breakfast. Just toast and tea. When I came back up, the phone finally turned on. And that's when the chaos started. 35 missed calls, 28 messages, all from home. I opened the messages, and for the first time since last night I smiled. "Mom, why isn't the internet working?" "We need it, Dad. Electricity company says the bill is unpaid." "Did you forget, Lily?" "Oh my God, my laptop died and I can't charge it." "Jenna, call me now." I sat on the bed quietly. They really thought I'd still be paying for everything after being thrown out. For 2 years, I paid rent, electricity, water, groceries, everything, without a single thank you. And now, after just one night without me, the house was already falling apart. My father sent another message. "Come home. We need to talk about the bills." My mother added, "You can be upset later. Right now, we need you here. We need you. Not we're sorry. Not we love you. Just we need your money." I locked my phone and took a deep breath. At that moment, I understood something completely clear. I didn't walk away from a home. I walked away from a responsibility they never respected. I wasn't going back. Not today. Not ever. By the afternoon, my phone started buzzing again. I ignored it at first, but the messages kept coming nonstop. When I finally checked them, I almost felt sorry for them. "Almost, Mom. The electricity is completely cut off. The house is dark. Dad, the landlord is here. He says rent hasn't been paid for 2 months. What's happening? Lily, I can't live like this. Jenna, fix it. I sat on the edge of the bed and shook my head. 2 months. So, they weren't even paying their part. I had unknowingly covered everything again. A few minutes later, I received a call from an unknown number. I picked up. Hello, Jenna. This is Mr. Patel, your landlord. Yes, I spoke to your parents. They said you refused to pay rent this month. I wanted to hear your side. Asterisk, I took a slow breath. I moved out last night. Asterisk, he paused. Oh, that explains it. They told me you were irresponsible, but honestly, you've been the only dependable one. You've never missed a payment. Exactly, I said. He sighed. Well, then I'll deal with them directly now. They owe for last month, too. Asterisk, that hit me. They let me pay everything and still treated me like I was the problem. Asterisk, evening came and the text messages got even more dramatic. Asterisk, Dad, you need to come home and solve this. We can't manage. Asterisk, Mom, please at least pay the electricity. This is embarrassing. Asterisk, Lily, my boyfriend won't let me stay with him because we have no power. This is your fault. Asterisk, I leaned back on the pillow and stared at the ceiling. My fault. They threw me out. They insulted me. They humiliated me on my birthday. But now that the bills stopped, suddenly everything was my responsibility again. No, that version of me died the moment I walked out. Asterisk, that night, I found a small studio apartment online. Nothing fancy, but affordable and peaceful. I messaged the owner and they replied within minutes. You can move in tomorrow. Tomorrow. That word felt like sunshine. I smiled to myself for the first time in a long time. While their house was falling apart, mine was finally being built. The next morning, I packed my small bag and left the guest house. Before heading to my new studio apartment, I stopped at a cafe for breakfast and opened my phone. That's when I saw it. A video from my birthday night posted by one of my friends. The caption said, "Imagine humiliating your own daughter on her birthday while she pays all the bills." My heart skipped a beat. I clicked the video. It showed everything. My sister yelling, my parents shouting, my dad ordering me to get out, my mom pushing me toward the door. The comments section was exploding. How can parents behave like this? She pays the bills and they treat her like trash. This family is toxic. Girl, stay away from them. They don't deserve you. Within a few hours, the video hit 200,000 views. My parents had no idea yet, but soon they did. The day their reputation collapsed. Around noon, my phone blew up again. Mom, delete that video right now. Dad, tell your friend to take it down. Lily, do you want to destroy our lives? I almost laughed out loud. They destroyed mine for years. One night of honesty wasn't going to kill them, but it sure was hurting their pride. Then things got worse for them. Dad, our neighbors saw the video. People are gossiping. This is asterisk. Humiliating. Mom, my boss called me in. They think I'm unstable. Fix this. Lily, I am deleting my social media. People are attacking me. I sipped my coffee calmly. Not my problem anymore. In the afternoon, Mr. Patel, the landlord, posted a public comment on the video. For those asking, yes, Jenna paid all rent and bills. Her parents did not contribute for months. That comment alone crushed whatever defense my parents had left. People supported me even more. And for the first time in my life, I felt seen. I felt heard. I felt valued. My parents' breaking point. By evening, my mom sent me the longest message she had ever written. Jenna, please come home. We didn't know you were paying everything. We are being judged by everyone. We need you to fix this. Fix this. Always the same words. Never. We're sorry. Never. You didn't deserve that. Never. We love you. Just fix this. I locked my phone and walked into my new apartment with a quiet smile. I wasn't fixing anything for them anymore. I was fixing my life. The next morning, I woke up in my new studio apartment. The sunlight came through the window, warm and soft. No shouting, no blame, no chaos, just peace. Something I never experienced at home. I made myself a simple breakfast and checked my phone. There were more than 50 messages from my parents and Lily, but this time the tone had completely shifted. Dad, Jenna, please come home. We need you. Mom, this house is falling apart. We can't manage without you. Lily, I'm sorry. Okay, just come back and fix the internet. Even their apologies sounded selfish. Then came the final message from my father. If you don't return today, we might get evicted. The old me would have panicked. The old me would have rushed home to save them. The old me would have paid the bills quietly again, but that version of me was gone. I put on my shoes, grabbed my phone, and finally decided to reply. I typed one simple line. I'm not coming back, and hit send. 2 hours later, there was a knock on my apartment door. I opened it and saw my parents, and Lily standing outside looking drained, embarrassed, and desperate. My mom spoke first, her voice shaky. Jenna, please. We didn't know you were paying everything. My dad added quickly. Come home, we will treat you better. Just help us fix this mess. I looked at them calmly. No anger, no tears, just clarity. You didn't care when you threw me out, I said quietly. You cared when the lights shut off. They had no answer. You never appreciated me. You only appreciated my money. My mom tried to reach for my hand, but I stepped back. I already found a home, I said, and it's not yours. Their faces fell instantly. Lily lowered her head. My parents froze, speechless. I wasn't cruel. I wasn't loud. I wasn't emotional. I was simply done. Please leave, I said softly. I deserve a life where I'm not used. After a long silence, they turned and walked away slowly, the same way I had walked away from their house that night. Only difference, I walked away toward freedom. They walked away toward consequences, the ending they never expected. A few weeks later, the landlord posted on social media, house at Maple Street officially vacated after eviction. Tenants ignored bills and warnings. People already knew the story from my birthday video. My parents became a lesson everyone quietly whispered about. Never abuse the one who holds your house together. As for me, I settled into my small but peaceful apartment. I focused on my work. I made new friends. I built a life where I didn't have to prove my worth every day. One evening, while cooking dinner, a thought crossed my mind. I didn't lose my family. They lost me, and I finally felt